Hey guys, what's going on? Kimberly Denise here, and I wanted to share with you a principle that's going to help you face your fears. And there's a quote, I'm not sure who said the quote, and I didn't look it up beforehand. I probably should have, but maybe you can just go Google it and find out. It's important to know who said this. But Bob Proctor mentioned it. I know he didn't originate the quote, but he says, "The cave you fear entering holds the treasure that you seek." And what does that mean exactly? It means that the place that you fear going, that thing that you're fearing doing, the thing that you're afraid of taking action on, maybe that place you're scared to move to, or that position you're afraid of taking, or that next step in your business that you're afraid of taking, actually pushing through that, it's called the terror barrier. It's like this imaginary barrier we have in front of us, and before us is fear. And in order to get past that, in order to get to the thing that we want, which is in that cave, right? That cave that we're scared to go into. It's the fear of the unknown. We don't know what's in there. We don't know if there could be, the boogeyman or the Loch Ness monster or whatever our imaginations are conjuring up, telling us that there's all this weird stuff going to happen to us. We take action, and if we actually go and do the things that we want to do, we're scared, right? We're scared. Maybe you're scared of something right now. You're scared to take action on something that you know that you should take action on. You know you should put it into plan. You know that you should move forward and just do it, but you're so afraid of what might happen or what might not happen, right? So how do we get through this? How do we get past it? How do we, is there a way to get rid of the fear? Is there a way to not feel that fear anymore? And the unfortunate thing is there's no way to get rid of it. There's no way. No matter how developed you are, you can read all the books you want, all the audios that you want. You can do all the development that you want, but you're always going to have, I found at least, for me personally, you're always going to have that next level you're trying to get to. There's always going to be uncertainty. There's always going to be that slight fear. Maybe as you develop yourself, you can get through it easier. You get through that terror barrier a lot simpler than maybe you could 2, 3, 5 years ago. But you're always going to face that. You're always going to face that, especially when you're trying something new and you're venturing out, doing something new, going in a new direction that you've never been in before. You're going to find yourself afraid and unsure, and that's completely normal. The important thing to do is to not do what the masses do, which is retreat. The masses say, never mind, I'm not going to go do that. I don't like that feeling inside here. I don't want to feel that. I don't want to be scared. I don't want to be unsure. I don't want to be anxious. I'm in nature right now, and there's stuff flying around and hitting me and stuff like that. So sorry if I'm not going crazy with my hands here. But the masses, the majority, and we've quite honestly been programmed to react like this to situations, and to stay in our comfort zone. I don't know if you've ever seen that. There's a graphic that goes around on Facebook sometimes and it's on the internet, and it's got this little circle and it says your comfort zone, and you're inside here, and it says the thing that you want is over here though. This is where you're at. The thing that you want is over here. You have to leave your comfort zone. It's hard to do at first. It really is. I mean, no one can tell you that it's not. It might be easier for some, but it's going to be a little challenging to leave your comfort zone. To start doing things that you've never done before, and to start going in the direction of the things that you want, the goals you want. What do you do? You just gotta do it. You just gotta take one step at a time. You gotta go in that direction. You gotta do that thing that you want to do, and you're gonna find. Here's the cool thing, right? Just relate it to something that you overcame already. That's the simplest thing you can do. I know for me, when I look back and I remember when I was being taught to swim, I was actually afraid of the pool when I was a little tiny child. I learned to swim when I was like 4 or 5. Prior to that, I was afraid of the water. I was afraid of swimming. I remember getting into a pool when I was small and being afraid of the big pool of water and not really wanting to do it. However, once I got into the pool and someone taught me how to swim, and that I actually had control over myself and control over my body, and I could control whether or not I sank or not, I kind of looked back at it and I thought, why was I even afraid of that? Why was I even scared of the water? And I love to swim now, and I love the water. Another thing that I can share with you is that very recently I spoke on the stage at an Empower Network event, and beforehand I was a little bit nervous. I've never actually spoke on a stage before in front of thousands of people. I think there was almost 3,000 people at that event, and I was a little nervous at first. And but I'll tell you, after I got up there, I got aligned with my purpose and why I was there in the beginning. And the important thing to realize is that fear and anxiety, it's kind of selfish. And once you realize that being anxious about anything and being fearful is you just being so self-absorbed in yourself and what's going to happen to you and what are you going to look like and what are people going to think and all this different stuff. Once you realize that and get a hold of that, what you can actually do to counter that is you get aligned with the purpose of why you're doing the thing that you want to do in the first place. Why is it that you're going in that direction with that career or business? What is the purpose that you're doing it for? What is the vision that you have for yourself and why you're taking another direction as a boat goes by behind me? Hopefully it doesn't get too loud. So what you get aligned with your purpose and why you're actually doing it, and then what you're going to find is that the anxiety kind of diminishes a little bit. Still there, but it diminishes. And the fear, still there, but it diminishes, and you're able to get through that terror barrier a lot simpler. So, I got on the stage and I told my story, and I really got connected because, I was telling myself I'm going to be on the stage, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to share with people that, anyone can do this business. And, I left the stage, it was done, over with, and I'm like, dang, what was I nervous about? Nothing to be nervous about at all. In fact, the whole time I was like, I want to go back up there. I can't wait till the next event. I'm already preparing what I'm going to talk about at the next event. But it's awesome. And it's the most amazing feeling when you do break through that thing that you've been scared of. And then you do realize how silly it was to be scared. It's almost as if you get this layer of great badassness, that just goes over you. And you're like, you stand a little bit taller and you walk a little bit better and you're smiling a little bit more and you're kind of more confident in what you're doing, and you can go forth and do new things and take that experience with you into the next thing that you do and say, you know what, I got through that. It's the same thing here, it's just on another level, right? So there's always levels to go through. You should always be growing. If you're not growing, you're dying. If you're not advancing, you're disintegrating. You're staying stagnant. Nothing stays the same. It's not either moving forward or moving back. You always want to be moving forward, so you're always going to be dealing with this. The best thing that you can do is like I said, get aligned with your purpose. Figure out why is it that you're doing the thing that you're doing. And that's going to diminish the fear a little bit. It's going to diminish the anxiety and allow you to tap into that power that's within all of us. It's within you. You have it. Whether you believe it or not, you can tap into that power, and you can literally put your mind to accomplish anything that you want. So what's the most important thing you can do now? Go apply this, right? Don't watch this video and not take action. Go apply this. Go think of a time where you were scared to do something, you did it, and then you thought, oh, how dumb was that? And then apply it to what you're trying to do now. Say, it's the same thing. It's the same thing in a different arena. I'm just going to go and I'm going to do it. I'm going to get aligned with my purpose. I'm going to figure out why it is I'm doing this in the first place. I'm going to take action, even just one step at a time, and then I'm going to do it, and I'm going to prove to myself that it's just like that other thing. It's just like that thing I already accomplished, and you're just going to keep advancing forward. So go do that today. Go make the decision to do one thing today, to move past. I heard someone say one time, or it might have been a quote or something, but you should do something that scares you every day. If you're not scared and excited at the same time in this journey of business and life and relationships and everything like that, then you're living too comfortably. You're probably in your comfort zone. You'll probably be worried if you're doing that. So get out of your comfort zone today, people, and take action and just do that thing you've been putting off. Do that thing you've been scared of, and watch how it changes your life, and watch how it changes you. And not only that, but the people around you. You're going to inspire so many people by taking action. So, hope you enjoyed this video. So, like, share, comment, and of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I hope you have an amazing day. Take action on your dreams, and I will see you in the next video.